How about now, boy? Oh, yo, you can hear now, right? They tried to shut me down. I'm sorry, I thought they were about to, it wasn't gonna work, but it ended up working. Shout out to the people in the chat. We got Tim, we got Courage, we got Jaden, we got Ishi, we got Brick Road, we got Dennis. Sorry for scaring you. I think I started trying to room play. I'm going, yo. How are you guys doing today? Beck Lovely is back. Is that pronounced low key? LWKY? How do I skip the queue? You can send $10 to my PayPal or my Cash App to skip over everyone. All instructions are in the description on how to do that. And there is a queue because I'm continuing from yesterday. So I already have about 35 beats in my email left from yesterday. But yeah, you keep sending if you want, or skip a line if you want, whatever. And yeah, getting some spam emails. That is not a real person. Okay, how are you guys doing? Where are you guys from today? I'm in New York. Low key, it's pronounced low key. Low key, where are you located? Soldier P, what's good? Where are you from? Jaden is doing spectacular. Tim is doing good. That's great. I'm about to get started pretty soon. I'll wait for some more people. If you are in here in the chat right now, like the live stream if you can. I don't know what it does, but I feel like it's a good thing if people like the live stream. We got 6 likes right now. Tim, the one from yesterday. We got South Carolina in the building. We got Maryland in the building. Prod period courage. What's going on? We got Atlanta in the building, Detroit in the building, Philly. Okay, wow, this is finally the most United States group. Usually there's like one person from the US and then a lot of European countries. But we got a lot of who's the one person in here today who is not in North America? I'm waiting for this. We got Sweden, we got Denmark. Oh, Denmark is in the building. Shout out to Denmark. The Bay, shout out to you. What's good, guys? All right, so we're about to get started pretty soon, but if you're wondering how this works, you could send a beat to the email in the description of this live stream, which is chambers@chambersmixedit.com. Please send one MP3 for me to review in stream. And there's another option if you want priority. If you want to skip over every beat that's in my email, you can send $10 to my PayPal or Cash App, and I will play your beat immediately next. Or if you're an online class member or join the online class, you also get priority. Because like I said, I'm already going off a line from the stream from yesterday. If you have any questions, let me know. Most of the information is in the description, but we're about to get started. I had some class members who sent, so they get to go first, starting with One Ghost 204. Am I playing the beats from yesterday? That is the list that I'm working off of so far. Watching the stream from directly across the India's in the building. What's good? All right, who's going first? Said One Ghost 204. Jaden, I did not see you outside. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if we can get a streak going today. Can we get several fire beats in a row? I don't know. Guys, send your best music possible. Let's get it started.
Today was a towering day for justice. was sentenced to 20 years in prison for the crime committed against these survivors and so many others.
What is this even about? Someone is walking. Beat is called 20 to Life. I'm hoping this is about the 808 police.
One Ghost 204.
Okay, this could be cool. It's mainly stuff with the mix to work on. There's like kind of a pumping, like weird, like especially when the 808 hits, it feels like the mix is kind of being squeezed. I don't know if there's a limiter or a compressor or something on the master. You probably want to take it off so you don't get that sound. Yeah, mainly with the mix. And then song structuring, it depends what you're structuring it for, but usually you would have a much shorter intro and try to fill in some of these gaps with some extra melodies or maybe a synth bass or something, or maybe do 4 bars of drums and leave 4 bars open. I think otherwise, like, it's solid. The chords are nice, the melodies are nice, the drum bounce is there. It's mainly just with mixing and avoiding that really highly compressed sound. If that makes sense. That's all you gotta change your producer name. It sounds like an Xbox gamer tag. Will you listen to the beats we sent yesterday as a new line? I am going based on, I'm continuing from yesterday, which is what I do when I stream on Monday and Tuesday. I just continue the line. So yeah, I'm working off of yesterday, which was like 35 beats. So there is a queue built up. Is the line long? I mean 35. You tell me. I don't know how long it takes me to get through 35. But next up I have TSN, who did just skip the line because probably don't want to wait for me to get through 30 to 40 beats before you get yours heard. So shout out to TSN. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. This is your beat called Faded, parentheses, heartbeat. We're in a nature documentary right now. %100% hear this on National Geographic in the background as we're like watching a zebra. I like how the vibe just got super tense, but you definitely want to lower. I mean, look at the waveform. The waveform looks like a brick, I guess, but it gets really distorted. So definitely turn the levels down. This is the part that would not make it into the documentary because it's extremely distorted. So just turn it down in the mixer right there, so it's not clipping like that. Let me read Jaden's. Let me put some reverb on my voice. I'm gonna read Jaden's script. Testing. All right. Here we go. These long, narrow insects have a distinctive appearance with a large, characteristic raptorial, folded back like a pocket knife in English accent. Front legs modified for grasping prey, with long, sharp spines that fit into grooves on the opposing parts when not in use for holding what they catch. Thank you, Jaden. Wait, let me turn that off now. Yeah. TSN. Song is not finished. It looks like a really long song, but I like the Animal Planet vibe that it has. Sounds super grimy in the low end. It is. It is not the stream quality. Is it one submission per person or one submission? I asked for one beat at a time. I just go one at a time. But unless you're skipping a line, you could skip twice and I'll just play it back to back. Some people do that. But for the regular line, I just go one at a time. There's a beat switch 3 minutes in. Let's go to 3 minutes. Is that guitar? Okay. I like the guitar thing, but again, really, it's just really distorted. So I gotta turn it down. So there's another beat switch. Jeez. So you're saying it'd be a video game or National Geographic? I like the outro. What's happening? Who am I looking for? There's a beat switch 3 minutes in. Voice of God, and another one later. I'm gonna send you a bet. A beat? Janie, you gotta learn how to spell, man. What game is this beat from? Someone say Apex Legends lobby type beat. I'm looking for a Michael. Michael, are you in the chat who also just skipped a line? If you do skip the line, please put your email in the memo on CashApp or PayPal so I could easily look you up in my email and find you immediately. But we got some exciting beats. I hope. I don't know what they sound like, but we got some exciting beats coming up. We got Tim coming up. I know we got Frenchie coming up. We got Antonio coming up. Okay, Tim is up next with a Harry Potter type beat. But yeah, shout out TSN for sending this. I could totally hear this in the documentary. You just got to turn it down so it's not distorting crazy. I am here. Okay, Michael, can you give me the very first half of your email, please, without the @gmail or anything? Just the name, just the very first part so I could look it up and find the beat. Thank you very much. This is Tim with the Harry Potter type beat. We went from the most distorted beat ever to the quietest beat ever. Let me turn this up. What does Harry Potter say? Hold on. Wait, my voice, I'm trying to get a decibel reading. My voice keeps getting in the way. I gotta shut up. Whoa. All right, Tim, we went from like negative 18 decibels to like negative 7. Um, okay, I guess the theme of today's live stream is going to be leveling. It definitely has that Harry Potter like wizardy-ish kind of like melodic feel. You got that. However, the mix is super low, but it went like from like super low to like a little bit less low. Like there was a random jump with the 808 here. So you definitely want to have more consistent volume across the beat and turn it up. But aside from the mix, I get the stepping out of key every now and then to give it that Wizards of Waverly Place, Harry Potter. Like you could like play in Scooby-Doo, maybe like. Yeah, it's 100% a Harry Potter type beat. You got it perfect that way. Just gotta turn it way up. I'm still looking for Michael. Is Michael somewhere in the chat? Michael, who skipped the line. I am looking for you. That is not Michael. Okay. Next up, I said we got Frenchie. Shout out to Tim. Thank you for spicing up the live stream with Harry Potter vibes. That was cool. Just had to turn it up. Frenchie, no streak today. Not yet. Frenchie's about to start it though. I'm completely sure. Jaden, somebody help me find Michael, please. Goodness. Frenchie said, I need some advice on this one. Something feels off or missing, but I'm not sure what it is. Michael is me. Okay. I asked you for your email like 5 minutes ago. Can you give me the very first half of your email? Whoever Michael that skipped the line, please let me know what the first half of your email is so I can find you. And anyone else who's skipping the line, please make sure you put your email in the memo. Thank you, Low Key Beats, for following that instruction. I appreciate you, and I'll get to your beat soon. This is Frenchie. Let's see if we can help him out. He said he feels like he's missing something. I was gonna say, I feel like obviously the main thing I would say that's missing is a vocal, like especially in the beginning part. But when we got to the verse, I was like, I really wish you do like some type of percussion or something, maybe that pans back and forth. And you did it for a second with the shaker, but then you turned it off, and I was like, damn, I wish it would have kept going. So I think for the verse, keep that shaker thing that you had consistent instead of just once in a while. Because it fills up that space that seems to be a little bit empty and adds some more rhythm without doing too much. But yeah, you're always nailing the 2000s vibes. Michael's in the building! I wish I had an air horn sound. Wait a minute. Hold on. Do I have an air horn? This is for you, Michael. Michael's here. Oh my goodness. Michael, we had like 3 people impersonating you. Thank you for commenting. But Just let me know the very first half. Don't put at gmail.com or any of the at anything. Just the name of your email. That's all I need. I could look you up since you skipped a line and play your beat. But thank you for being here. The real Michael. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. That shaker thing, just keep that going. I would be consistent. And yeah. Otherwise, the only thing you're missing is a vocal. You have, nice melody, good bass line, good drums. The strings, I like what they're adding too. It's really just a vocal, aside from, fill up some space with the percussion with the shaker. And yeah. Shout out to Frenchie, a class member of mine. Thank you for sending. Let me see what's going on in the email. Oh my God. This is the quickest way to get removed from a chat. Best site for Latin guitar sample. Did Michael answer yet? Where's Michael at? Promise I'm the real one. Okay. Can you confirm that with your email, please? Actually, I might have to do this the hard way since no one wants to cooperate today. But don't worry. I got Antonio. I know you're coming up. Low key, I know you're coming up. Jaden, I know that you're coming up as well. I might have to do some investigative research over here. How do you make your beat as loud as possible without clipping or distortion? Exactly what you said. Just make it as loud as possible to the point that it's not clipping or distorted. And that's really it. Let me see what this email is. Boom, boom, boom. Copy, paste. I need like CSI music or something. I'm going to paste that into... that's not an email. Okay, let's try this one. Mike E. Are we going to find it? Oh my goodness, we found Mikey's beat. Thank goodness. Okay. I did say Antonio was next though. So, thank you, Michael. That was a journey. But this is Antonio. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. Let's hear it. Also, I gotta kick this guy out for impersonating you, Michael. He's just causing trouble. I like that, like staccato. Dun, 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 dun. This is a great melody. How long has this been going for? This is my second day consecutive. I've been streaming for 48 hours. I like the drums over here, especially that perk. Savvy9, that's a great question. Okay, things about this beat. I love all the elements. I would change it mixing wise so it's not so high end heavy like the hats. Hats are really up there, but the 808 is kind of like soft. So turn the 808 up a little bit just to get some more low end. Turn the hats down. I like the 808 movement. Everything is in key. I like the differences, like the octave jumps and the triple hits and stuff like that. I like the hi-hat rolls. Obviously, the melody is really good. Especially my favorite part when it came in like don't. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Yeah, shout out to Antonio. Also using a ton of different instruments, guitars, pianos, some synths. Yeah, thank you for sending. Thank you for skipping the line. Appreciate you. Next up, I got Jaden, then I got Low Key, then I got Mikey. Okay, this one is called Blade A Sharp Minor, 150 BPM by Jaden in the chat. How long is the line right now? 42 beats. 42 beats in the email is the line. Why didn't the 808 follow the chords there? You know what I mean? The drums are hitting though. I like the sonics, like the crispiness in it. And of course the percussion, very intentionally placed and panned carefully. I like that. Thing I would say I would do different is the 808 with the yeah, you change the chord right there. I just wanted to hear that with the 808. You could leave it how it was, like it's not wrong or out of key or anything. I guess it would just make more sense to follow the chord. This is the only thing I would change, but otherwise I like the mix on it. I really like the percussion and I like the anthemic melody chords. So is it best to leave nothing in the master? I don't put anything on my master channel. You could put a soft clipper if you want. Some people do that. I don't really like to put anything because you could risk, if you put a limiter, it's going to sound crazy sometimes. How do I start working with KSI? I did a whole 17 long minute YouTube video about working with him in those placements like a year ago, but it's on the channel if you want to watch it. Since you would be getting into Antonio, I think you might be delayed, but I did play your beat like 2 beats ago. Frenchie enjoys the beat. Okay, who's up next? Let me see. I said low key beats, right? I said Jaden and then low key and then Mikey. Yes. Okay. Sample type beat from Low Key Beats. Let's hear it. Thank you for sending and thank you for skipping the line. Appreciate you. Let's see what we got. Great sample choice so far.
Low key on the track.
Turn into a little Tekka beat super quick. I like it. Yeah, no, like that's perfect sample chop. It's super smooth sounding, great, like things to add a lead melody to, super open for the drums. Yeah, shout out to Loki. Are you in the chat? I think I saw you a second ago. I love the vocal chop. Me too. I really like how you started with like the regular pitch and then switched it. Is there anything I should do differently? Trying to listen. I was gonna say maybe change the sample in a certain way, but then you did. You took the vocal out on here, which is great. Only thing I would say is take the drums out at some point, like 4 bars, and then like maybe like right before you get back to this part with the 808. Just drop all the drums out for like 4 bars. Just let it be clear with the music and the music only, and then bring the beat back. Just so it's like a break, because I'm looking at the waveform and just listening to it. Like we hear the drums the entire time. Maybe you could change up the drums at a certain point, take them out at a certain point. Just different change ups, so it's not too repetitive. But otherwise, it's a really solid beat. Great sample choice. Great sample chops. And yeah, shout out to Loki. Is it Beats? Where you go? Just low key. Yeah, thanks for sending. Appreciate you. Next up, I said I got Mikey. Mikey is finally up after all that. Thank you very much for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. For everyone who was wondering, the queue, I think it's like 45 now or something like that. But this is Mikey. Let's hear it.
Breaking my heart.
So far, definitely could be Rod Wave, could be NBA Youngboy. We'll see where it takes us with the drums, but instrumentation is sounding amazing right now. Great chords, great guitar, great vocal. Everything already sounds like a placement ready beat. Perfect. 2C also, I'll add to that list. You guys hear the detail in the hi-hats? Where it's like a reverse hi-hat is used with a regular hi-hat. The 808 is hitting perfectly. Like, this is a great example of a well-mixed 808 that's loud, that hits, but it's not distorting the entire beat. Oh, you put Effectrix on the hi-hats. That's cool. Damn, Effectrix I feel like is a really old plugin. I haven't heard of that since 2017 or something. I don't know. It's been a minute. Yeah, could be 2C, could be Rod Wave, could be NBA YoungBoy on a certain level. But yeah, shout out to Mikey. That was one of the best so far. Super clean mix, great instrumentation. Just 10 out of 10 beat, ready for replacement, whatever, all that stuff. Thank you, Mikey, for sending and skipping the line. I gotta figure some things out. More information. Okay, I'm looking for. Who's next? I think Beck Lovely is the immediately next person. And some more people skipped. Groovy, I know that you skipped. I'm gonna get you in there in like 2 or 3 beats. Right now I got Beck Lovely. Might have to look some people up in the chat, so help out if you can. But this is Beck. Let's hear it. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. Let's get it. Quando Rondo, also great recommendation. Thank you. This is fire. What'd you guys say that you hear on this? What artist? Let me know. Any artist recommendations? It's a heavy trippy red vibes. Absolutely, especially like a few years ago. You said you want feedback on the drums. I think the drums are super solid. The 808 follows it nicely. I like the kick in the 808. Are friends, except for when the 808 goes up high like that. One thing that you could do, you notice how like when the 808's at a lower pitch and you layer it with a kick, it hits like pretty hard like that. But then when you bring the 808 up and you layer it with a kick, listen how it sounds. It sounds a little bit weaker. So what you could do there is clone the kick that you have in the channel rack. So like let's just say this is your kick and you have your pattern going, and right there I'm going to clone the kick, go on this one. You're going to reverse the polarity, so that's going to flip the waveform vertically, and then try layering that with the high note of the 808, and it might hit a little bit better instead of sounding kind of weak with it. But always try reversing polarity of the kick if it sounds weird with the 808. But make sure that you clone the kick, because if you just do it to the kick file in general, then that means all your kicks are going to have reverse polarity. You might just want to have like 1 or 2 that hit reverse, so it hits better with the 808, if that makes sense. But other than that, the drums are super solid. But yeah, thank you very much, Beck Lovely. Lee got Don Tolliver voice all day. I agree with that. Turn caps off. You ever like deal with people who only type in caps lock. It's so interesting. I kind of want to ask them why they do that. It just seems like they're so mad all the time. I'm looking for some people. Who am I looking for? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, Groovy. I believe you sent. Let me check that. Proud Groovy. It's a Let Tyler type beat, right? Groovy, can you confirm that? I think I'm gonna just play it. I'm pretty sure that's you. Yeah, I think Groovy, this is you, Let Tyler type beat. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Let's see if it's a Let Tyler type beat.
Don't play with them, Groovy.
Yeah, definitely those melodies give it that vibe for sure. Yeah, like the electric piano and the bass sound like that, and some of the leads. Also, the perks that you're using are all on brand for that type of sound. Yeah, super chill beat. Shout out to Groovy. Thank you for sending. I like how you're using a bass, like a what's it called, guitar bass, like a string bass, whatever you call it, with an 808, but you're not layering it on top of each other like some people try to do, and it sounds terrible. You know, you have one play, and then after that, you have a different one play, and it's just cool to mix two different bass elements in a way that works. But yeah, shout out to Groovy. Thank you very much for sending and skipping the line. Looking for, not sure how to say it. It could be Yoel. It could be Yoel. However you do pronounce it. I'm looking for it. Are you sending it to chambers@chambersmixedit.com? Because I've been spending the last 5 minutes looking up your email, and I don't see it. But let me know if you sent to chambers@chambersmixedit.com. I'm really trying to find your email. I'm checking spam. I'm checking everything. In the meantime, I know I had Manuel up next. Here's the beat. Last time my kicks were really weak, so let me know if it's okay now. Also, if you can, try not to skip parts. I want to get your opinion on the composition. Let's do it. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Yeah, I like a lot of the elements. I think the main thing with this is mix. I like the melodies a lot. I like the drums and the percussion. The kick is definitely hitting for sure. It's a lot better. And I really like that lead. Dun, 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 dun. I like how you're like, you know, you're not just playing the note, you're kind of like sliding into the note. That's a great technique. It's just mixing wise, like I was thinking here in the intro. I don't know if it's an organ or whatever that main chord sound is. It sounds a little bit overpowering, like it's kind of drowning out the other sounds. So you definitely would want to work on leveling, turning that down, and just having better volume management of like the instruments. Because they all kind of sound like they're fighting for space in the music, but they could have it. You just got to figure it out. Like all the elements are great. I don't think it's way too busy. It's really just a leveling thing and figuring out what instruments need to be more in the background, what should be a little bit more in the front. But right now, it just seems a little bit like overpowering volume-wise. It also definitely has like that kind of compressed squash sound a little bit, so you want to turn all the levels down, because even like without a kick hitting, you're in the red on the meter without a kick even hitting in the beat, which means you're super loud. So you could turn it down for sure, but you definitely got the kick hitting. You could still have the kick hitting without going way too crazy with the volume. Thank you very much for sending, Manuel, wherever you are. If you're in the chat, not sure, but hopefully that could help. Definitely have better drums. Than like you were saying last time, they were sounding weak, but definitely strong drums. Just got to figure out the leveling mainly, and you're good. Okay, I still need to figure some things out. I'm looking for. I don't understand why it's not popping up. Yoel or Yoel. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. You said it's where's the email at? YOELP83 or something like that was the email. All right. I'm about to boom 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 ChambersMixedIt.com. Okay. Yoel, sorry again. If you're in here, send it to that exact email that I just put in the chat. And if you have been, I'm not sure where it is. I'm looking in spam. I'm looking literally everywhere. But if that's the email that you sent it from, the YOELP83, just confirm that with me, because I keep looking it up and I'm not seeing it. But I'm sure we will have your beat played regardless before the end of the stream, so don't worry about it, but we will figure it out. Next up, who else do I have? I played Groovy's, right? Yep, I did that. I just did Manuel's. Okay, that's cool. I believe Low Key sent in a second one. Okay, cool. Hype Travis type beat. What should I add or take out? I sampled Donkey Kong Country 2. Interesting. How you're like Glorilla on this? I really like how it's not like a melodic instrument. It's like a metallic sound, like kind of percussive, but you're using it to make a beat. I think that's really cool. The drum bounce is perfect for it. And also I really like the 808. It's really simple. Bum, bum, bum. You could turn that up a little bit. Perfect. I think the only thing to work on is just finding ways to make it more interesting or add some variation. I like this part and how you change it up. It's really just about finding a little bit more variation. Like that one was a good section right there, where it's just, you know, bringing that lead melody. That's cool. I like the main section, wherever it went. That one. What could you do? Take out the metal percussive thing and just have the drums playing with the bass. And that piano thing, that could be a cool section, just by taking out that main element and taking a break from it, just to create some variation. I think that would be good. You could definitely cut the drums out for like 4 bars max, 2 bars minimum at certain parts, like maybe right before you go back to the hook, just to, you know, make a distinction between the sections. But shout out to Low Key, 2 for 2 today. Thank you for sending, appreciate you. Looking for, okay, so with Yoel, I sent you an email. I'm waiting for you to reply to that email with the beat, but I have contacted you with chambers@chambersmixedit.com. Please reply with an MP3 of the beat that you want. But I'm looking at the email and I will wait for you to respond with it. In the meantime, I got Stutto and Jaden coming up. Boom, boom, boom. You're 42, Doug. Like the spider sound, whatever you call that. What do you guys hear on this? I say 42, Doug. my mic just cut out. I was saying that was cool. Like reverbing out like a little area of space with no drums before you bring the beat back. That's creative. That's really cool. You said Lil Baby, Finesse 2 times, CMG for sure. I also like the change up right here where the melody gets kind of faster. But yeah, the 808 hits, whole mix is fire. Shout out to Studdo. Moody Beats is in the building. Was good. Next up, I got Jaden. I have not gotten a beat from Yoel or Yoel just yet, but if you're watching this, I am waiting. Jaden's up next, and then after that, line skips are open, and I will let you guys know what the Q in the email is right after this beat. The snare rolls like super high pitch and super quick. Hold on. Jaden, this is the second time, and this is exactly why you're off the police force, that you gave me a beat that was not 140 BPM, that is labeled as 140 BPM. You are double fired. After you were in the chat saying, hey guys, you gotta make sure you put the right tempo in the beat title. Fire beat though. I like the 808 pauses here, how they're not just all connected. It's very like you're using the sustain and the hold function with the 808. Only thing I feel like the bell, I'll probably use a different sound. I feel like there's definitely a better bell sound or just like key sound that you could use. Savvy9 said, damn, Savvy got hired and fired within 3 minutes. Rob49 on this, yeah. Yeah, I like the structuring and the different sections that you made throughout. That was cool too. If you're watching the stream, please hit the like button. I don't know what it does, but I feel like it's a good thing. We got 32 likes. So if you're watching and you haven't liked it yet, go ahead and hit that like button for whatever it does. Thank you, Jaden, for sending, who is now double fired off the 808 police. Savvy is unemployed. Yeah, you got fired very quickly. Next up, we finally got it from Yoel or Yoel. Or it could be a third option that I'm not saying correctly. But regardless, thank you for figuring that out with me and sending your beat. I'm excited to listen to it. Thank you for sending and skipping the beat. I was about to say skipping the beat, skipping the line. Let's hear it. It did say, I'm a rookie, so critique it the best you can. So if anyone has any constructive tips, techniques, let them know in the chat. GTA Trevor! I gotta keep it low because that synth is gonna kill me. It's different. It reminds me of like 2014 club music. Regular show type beat, exactly. Yeah, I like how different and creative it is. Definitely has that like synthy regular show vibe. So that's really cool. Shout out to you for saying that. But I'm saying I had to turn it down because the main synth that came in, that came in really loud. I'll definitely turn that down because it makes it hard to hear the rest of the beat. And if you try to turn the volume up to hear the rest of the beat, then your ears are just getting shot at. So I'll just turn it down a little bit. I can see that you understand how to put together melodies and chords and have the bass follow it. You say you're a rookie, you're a beginner, but you definitely have an understanding of just in general putting things together to make a beat. So this reminds me of Stevie Night Train. Shout out to Stevie, wherever he is. I don't know where he is. Yeah, that just has to chill out. This is really, really loud. But turn the bass up. I want to hear more of the bass as well. Definitely regular show vibe. We got a riser. Oh, never mind. And then we start over. Oh, it's a long beat. Okay. Shout out to Yoel or Yoel or a third sinister option, which I've not figured out yet, for sending and skipping the line. You say you're a beginner, but I like the chord progression that you had and how you had the bass following it. Definitely a different vibe. Main critique would be with that synth, just to turn it down because it's really, really loud. But hopefully that could help. Thank you for sending. Let me see who's next. Okay. I said I would say what the queue is. The queue is 50. Like, it's just a nice round number. We're at 50 until someone sends one, or I listen to one and we go to 49 or 51. But we are at perfect 50 beats in the email right now. Line skips are open. I'm working from the very bottom of the list, which has extended since yesterday. Bobby 4F is in the building. I really like the piano, but the 808 is a crime, unfortunately. Make sure that your 808s are in key and stay in key, or at least follow the root note of the whatever you're playing. In this case, it would be a piano. I really like the chords, I like the melody, I like the tone of the piano, the sound selection, all that stuff. It's just the 808 is off. But yeah, it's a cool idea. Next up, where is it? That is not an MP3. I can't play that. Next up, Isaac is the name. Boom. Who's the artist on this? I have no idea, but someone in the chat knows like what artist likes these type of beats. I feel like yes, another one, like it's cool drum bounce, cool sound selection, sound design, all that. But another beat that's just straight drums the entire time. You wanna, give the artist a second, give the listener a second, like with no drums, just take the bounce out for a few bars, just to like refresh your ears and stuff. Otherwise, it kind of like morphs into just one really long audio file that's playing the same thing. It's a cool like futuristic synth idea though. I like it. Like you said, Lil Uzi Vert. Accurate. And that was Isaac. Next up, what do I have? Boom, boom, boom. Prod 27 is the name. Far Away. More 808 jail time, unfortunately. Once again, guys, make sure that you have your 808s in key, otherwise it's gonna sound crazy. And it starts to sound really crowded because there's like 808s hitting all over the place. There's snare rolls, hi-hat rolls, but like they're all on top of each other instead of being spaced out. Something about the melody or the strings or something sounds like detuned or out of key. The 808 is definitely out of key. Even something sounds a little bit like off time. The main things to work on would be space and keeping things in key. Let everything have their own lane. when you do combine instruments, make sure that they're giving each other space and they're leveled properly. And if you add a bass, that it follows the root notes of whatever you're playing, and that the drums aren't way too busy. Otherwise, it gets kind of hectic pretty quickly. Savvy 9 with the fire alarm, not fire alarm, the 808 police alarm. Even though you're fired, but you're still helping out. Next up, let's see if this email works. Boom. Big Boss Pablo, let's go. 160 BPM, let's hear it. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you, since the line is like 55 right now.
Damn, Pablo.
See, this is exactly what I mean. I like this section right here, where you take a break from the drums and introduce a new instrument. That's cool.
Damn, Pablo.
It has the right energy. I like like the darker vibe that you're doing with the keys. Main things I would say to work on would be mixing. I bring the hi-hats up a lot so you have some more high end. Maybe add some open hats. I like the hi-hat pattern with the rolls and stuff and how they're like going up and down in pitch. But yeah, mainly turn the hats up a little bit so that there's some more high end. You could even add some like saturation to the 808 just so it has a little bit more power. Is that not working? There we go. Yeah, you can bring the whole beat up actually, but mainly the things to bring up would be the hi-hat, a little bit of the 808. I like that melody that you added and the sound that you chose to do it with.
Damn, Pablo.
And the choir is also cool. And great work adding more movement to the 808 without going out of key. That was also nice. Shout out to Big Boss Pablo. Thank you very much for sending and skipping the line. 160 BPM beat. That was cool. Next up, I'll be reading the chat. Bobby 4F, you better go crazy. I'm excited. How often do you do beat critiques? Usually on Mondays and Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So today is Tuesday, which means I streamed yesterday and today. And I got, I'm going back to the bottom. I think there's 55 beats in the email right now. Bomb, bomb. Future type beat. Let's get it. Yeah, I could hear like the future type trap vibe there. I'll probably change the sound. Not sure how to describe what sound that is. But it has like this detune, like pitch bending kind of aspect to it. Yeah, I probably use a different sound, but the drums, like the drum bounce alone, that's fire. Like what the 808's doing. I like the open hi-hat placement as well, and what the hi-hats are doing and how they all combine to, you know, put a lot of bounce into the drums. I mainly just work on the sound selection and giving the sounds a little bit more space. And what do I have next? We are still on beats from yesterday. I like the way the piano is played here. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's a really cool melody. There's some sounds I would change. I would leave the piano as it is, but I think I might change out the sounds for higher quality sounds for like the strings, maybe the choir. I like the 808 rolls. Those are really cool. There's a certain point where the drums get like really busy. Like around there, because it's like 808 rolls. It's a lot of percussion. I think simplify this area. And the bass, I probably wouldn't go up to that note because it doesn't sound right with the chords that you're playing. But I like this gap right here. That was cool. Yeah, some elements that I like, some things that I would change. Solid beat overall. Moving on. Boom. Is this another Future one, I think? Yep. Let's see how this one is. Oh. Yeah, I mean, he has that high energy, like South Side 808 Mafia type of vibe. Probably turn it down a little bit so it's not as distorted. But it has a lot of energy in it. I like it. And like how consistent the drums are. Also, something to keep in mind, the variation with the drums. You're kind of like taking some drums out in some areas and adding them in, like right here. Just the snare and the clap. And then the hi-hat. And then the 808. But yeah, solid vibe for future, like South Side, that type of sound. Definitely nailed that one. Who's next? Back to the bottom of the list once again. No, I just did that one. Are we at the oldest? February 3rd. All right, let's go. Savannah is up next with a beat called 201.
Nick rap. Ooh, he nice on the beat.
This is clean. I like that melody. It's like super low key. Normally I don't like reverb on the clap, but I feel like this is a exception where it works for the beat. I like how after like 8 bars of the hook, you bring the kick in, bring in another instrument, and you like let the listener know that you're in a different section of the beat at that point. I think that got a little, it's like a little muddy right there. I probably I don't know if it's halftime or something. I want to hear it without halftime, but if it's not, I'll probably just leave it how it is, like with the main melody that you have. But yeah, it's a really solid dark melody to it. Shout out to Savannah. Thank you for sending. Next up, where are we? Why do I have to go back to the bottom every single time? Okay, here we go. Nope, that is not a file. I like the intense like orchestra, like chord dun 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 dun. Like that's cool. The drums feel kind of squashed and have that pumping effect. Could be a limiter, could be a compressor. Whatever it is, I'll probably not use it because it's making the drums sound super compressed and not letting them hit the way that they need to. yeah, I probably wouldn't do just a lot of chord changes. Like, it was super consistent here and kept that same energy. Then the chord changes kind of threw it off, so I'll probably keep it more consistent. And then we got an out of key melody. Yeah, and the verse just got to be a lot. Like, there's a lot of melodies playing different things, and it sounds really busy. So I simplify it and make it more based on the hook that you had here, and just keep it consistent in that way, so you don't really lose track of the energy that you have with the beat and go out of key and stuff like that. But I like the sounds that you use, the strings, the horns, stuff like that. And yeah, the one other thing about the drums is try to have them not sound super compressed like that. But thank you for sending. I believe up next. Dun, 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 dun. Where'd it go? Let me load that in. FM Monkeys G Major 107 BPM. Be like a crazy Daft Punk song in a second.
FM Monkeys mix this.
This is interesting. This is like a cross between like EDM, kinda trap. Very interesting. Trying to figure it out. That's okay. This is my favorite part. I like how much space opened up here, because the lead was kind of a little bit all over the place. But this section, I will say, I enjoy this one. Like, the kick is hitting there. I really like the bell melody. Super creative. Frenchie said, "How many of those milkshakes did it take?" Bro, I by far my favorite moment in the community was when he posted that. Also, anyone watching, if you're not a part of the Chambers community, you could join today for free. I'll give you a link in the chat. It's a bunch of producers in there. We share music, talk about music, get feedback on your work, do challenges, live webinars for the class members. Yeah, it's just a good time. Join the community, completely free, right there in the chat. I think for me, at least with this part, the lead is like all over the place, I guess. I like when there's more of a consistent bounce, like over here, wherever it went. I like the bass sound. I really like the bell. It's just creative. It's just trying new things, being experimental. Shout out to FM Monkeys for sending this. Appreciate you. Next up, where can I send the beat and make the donation? Check the description of the live stream. You can send to chambers@chambersmixedit.com. And if you want to skip the line using PayPal or CashApp, all the information is right there for anyone looking to skip. Next up, I'm looking for beat 27. Everything except the drums are original sounds through sound design. Let's hear it. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. Since the line is, let me check again for everyone wondering. 56 beats are the cue that I'm looking at in my email. But yeah, thank you for skipping the line. Let's hear it. It said all the sounds except the drums are original and sound designed. Reminds me of like experimental Pierre Bourne type beat. It'd be like 2018 Playboy Cardi. Just like creative sounds that you don't hear every day. I can appreciate unique sound design and stuff because you're creating sounds that didn't exist before. But yeah, it's cool. It's creative. I'm trying to see. There we go. We got a little change up. Lots of change ups. I'm curious, what do you sound design with? Was it like a hardware synth, or did you use a VST? Or like how did you start with the sound design? Because that's cool that you made all the sounds yourself. But let me know. Next up is Bobby 4F. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. Let's see what we got. Oh.
Like I see a lot of players take vacations with other players that are close friends.
We got a cinematic basketball trailer.
And or just take vacations, just to take vacations, or just hang out, just to hang out. Like I'm not, I never did that. Why didn't you do that? Well, because when I retire, I didn't want to have to say, I wish I would have done that. I don't want that.
You said it's a commercial, basically? Yeah, hold on. For anyone who doesn't know, Bobby 4F is known to go crazy and pretty much do stuff that we think is impossible. And we have no idea how he does it, but he does it. And makes masterpieces of music that just sound crazy. There's the best beat of the day. Oh my. Might have to run that back a few times. Yo. Doo, 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 doo. This sounds like Creed to me, the boxing movie. The chant's so fire. Damn. Run it back one more time. Yeah, just perfect drum sound selection too. Like Savvy9 said, the rim, snare, whatever sound is perfect. Solid fire, 11 out of 10. That was crazy. It was a whole build up, like you got like orchestral like drums in there. Yeah, I have no idea. He just does the impossible. And every once in a while drops into a chat and sends some crazy piece of music. But that was insane. Thank you for sending that and sharing that with us. Probably the most incredible thing that you're gonna hear for the rest of the day. Man. Next up. Soulja Boy. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Did that one. Boom, boom. I like the dark chords. Solid. It just needs to be a lot louder, more like up here. See, that's cool. Changing up the instrument, bringing a piano in. It's a solid beat. Just main thing is to turn it up because right now it's it's not passing -3 decibels. I'm guessing they did that for the headroom myth or whatever. But it kind of makes the beat sound soft. I usually just mix it how it is, export it how it is, as long as it's not crazy distorted. always check your levels. Next up, where is the list at? Okay, here we go. Working beat, copy. Wonder what that means.
Nick rap. Ooh, he nice on the beat.
This is interesting. This is like one of those like go out of the scale, like out of key chords, but it's on purpose and it doesn't sound terrible. I'm trying to figure out who I would hear on it. Does anyone in the chat have any ideas for artists for this? Yeah, it definitely has like a certain mood to it with those chords. JPEG Mafia. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a unique beat, and you're like kind of like going out of the scale with the chords, but it works in a way, which is cool. How much time? Oh, all right. We are in the final like 15 to 20 minutes of the stream. Looking at the email again, we got a line of 50 beats right here. Line skips are open. If anyone wants to skip the line last minute to guarantee that their beat gets played in this stream, now be the time. Otherwise, I'll play a few more for the next 15 to 20 minutes, and then after that, I clear the whole email, and we start over next week on Monday and Tuesday again. So I'll be starting from the bottom of this 50 beat list. See how many we get through. Probably not a lot. It was solid, so we hit that sour chord right there. I like the beginning. Then right after that, start it back again. Don't go anywhere else. Because then we get some weird chords like that. Yeah, like I could hear if we kept like the first 2 or 3 chords and just repeat it like that, that could be cool. Definitely want to add an 808 at some point and just avoid sour, like out of key chords. Does your drum pack work on MPC? I mean, it's WAV files, so if any audio file works on an MPC, then the drum kit will work on an MPC. Yeah. Just WAV files. I think there's like, depending on which drum kit, they have like 80 plus sounds in it, especially if it's iconic. But yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't work. Yeah, just watch out for that chord. Next up, I got Gideon coming up. I got one more from FM Monkeys coming up, and I got one from Stutto coming up in the final 15 minutes of the stream. Again, last call for anyone who wants to skip the line before I'm not streaming again until like next week. So it's starting out fire. This is Gideon. That just threw me off. The drums are super unique. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I thought it was so far once the beat came in. I was fully expecting to clap on the 3 and the 7 counts, but like this is super different. Definitely for a unique artist who's used to catching drum pockets like that, but a lot of people might struggle with a drum rhythm like this. After a while listening to it, like you start to catch on to it. Just gotta get used to it. Right there, something's clashing. I don't know what it is. Sounds like a low end instrument. Whatever it is, it's kind of making it a little bit more muddy and distorting it, so I'll probably just take it out. You were fine without it. Babyface red a little bit. Yeah, I can hear that. Yes, the bass does indeed clash. Like, there's a way you could do it where it doesn't clash and add less notes to it and follow what the sample is playing. But I like how the drums are hitting. It's a good mix on the drums. I like the outro too. Shout out to Gideon. Thank you for sending that. Really unique drum bounce there. I said I had Stutto. Yes. Yo, got some up tempo stuff now. I've been thinking that it's time to set you free. Tell me, baby, where you really wanna be. This is fire. Super clean. I like the rim shots. I like the tempo that you chose. And the 808 is hitting really nice with the kick. trying to think. There we go. I was about to say, I wish someone could be added to the main drum part, and then you put some chords on it. That's fire. Also really like the subtle percussion that you have, like every now and then. Great mix, super clean. Shout out to Stuttle, thank you for sending. Next up, boom, 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 boom. FM Monkeys, thank you for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. We got piano violin combo, and you said fair warning. I'm still trying to layer my mixed. Wait, what? Does that even make sense? I'm not sure if that does make sense, but you said I just want some feedback. All right, let's do it. We're solid. You were solid so far. I think one note went out of key. Da-na-na. Da-na-na. One of those is off the scale, but otherwise you're good. I'm trying to think main things I could help you with. Let's start. We'll go layer by layer. I like the piano and the violin combo. They sound good together. Only thing you have to do is make sure that you keep that violin in key. Make sure that it's all, if it's like C minor, keep all the notes in C minor so they don't step out of the scale. But I like the idea of the piano and the violin together. The drums, I think the snare you could turn down a little bit and simplify it, like the da 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 da. I like the hi-hat pattern for sure. 808, I'm trying to figure out if it was in key. Bum, bum. Might have to go up like one semitone. Turn it down, it's a little bit distorted. See, like right there, that's great chords with the piano. You just have to match it with the 808 and match it with the violin so it's all in key. And, like the drum bounce here is cool in this area. And then at some points it gets a little bit busy and you just want to clear it up, let everything have its own lane. So it has some more direction and doesn't sound like notes kind of like hitting left and right. Yeah, the first thing I'm noticing is the violin. Just want to keep it in key for the future. I think the scales video in the online class, you definitely learn a lot about scales and the melody videos as well and how to stay in the scale. So just keep on practicing and you will keep getting better. Thank you for sending. Let me see. I'll play like 3 more. Boom, 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 boom. All the way back to the bottom of the list for the final few beats. And okay, finally we got moody beats. Cool Travis Scott vibe. Yeah, one vocals out of key. That but you can fix that. Drums are sick. Dope sound selection. Love the snare. You turn the whole thing up as well because it's kind of being limited somewhere. Yeah, I love the drums. The only thing I would change is the vocal. There's like that 1 second clip that's like out of key. But that's an easy fix. All right, I'm gonna play two more. Looks like another long intro. See, that's cool. When it clears up past the long intro and radio voice and stuff, this is cool. A great piano sample to use for like dark hip hop vibe. Yeah, it's a cool sample. I would cut out a lot of the beginning and get to the beat quicker. It's the bass definitely hits with it. And next up. Why are you not downloading? Here we go.
Already on the beat.
I think there's an 808. It's just really, really quiet. Yeah, there's an 808. You gotta turn up a lot. I would change sound selection so it's just a better bell sound. Yeah, let me turn that 808 up. Doomsday Beats dropping heat. How much longer are you going for today? Still time to skip the line. Yeah, you could do once. Someone just skipped the line one last time, but you could if you want to. I'll just do it in the next 3 to 5 minutes. But let me know if you're going to, so I could wait for you for a second. But this is Lolaso with the Beat 2 Final. Oh, is this another one that you sound designed? actually super cool. I like how creative it is. So your main problem is mixing. I think you use, or sound design at least, a lot of instruments that use a lot of low end, so try to cut that out with the EQ, kind of like where my voice is right here up at the EQ. You want to be careful of this area and do something like this, cut those muddy frequencies out, and that will give you more space for your bass, 808 and stuff like that. Yeah, that's my favorite part. The 808. I think I like this part better. Like the way you're using the bass and the kick there with that like vocal sample that's filtered. That's really cool. Like the bass at the outro. But yeah, I think mixing wise, main thing for you would just be avoiding muddy frequencies and things like that. But it's cool that you design a lot of the sounds yourself. Thank you for sending and skip the line. And I believe this is the last one. Doomsday Beats. Unless anyone skips the line in the next 2 minutes, but this is probably gonna be it. Thank you for sending the final beat. Let's do it. How many? Oh. I like this a lot. That bass was sick. Yeah, I love like a cool like talk box, whatever it's called. Super West Coast. I like the perk sounds you got, and my favorite is probably the bass. There we go. That's the lead I was looking for. That's cool. Rob's in the building. Shout out Rob. go. This is one of my favorite parts, where you take everything out except for the bass and just leave it with the drums. That's really cool. That's awesome. Shout out Doomsday Beats for closing us out with the fire West Coast beat. Thank you for sending. And thank you to everyone who is here in the stream. I will be back next week, Monday and Tuesday at... Never mind. We got one more. Psych. Just kidding. Sending now. Okay, I will wait. We got one more beat, I think, before we actually close out. But shout out to Doomsday Beats. In the meantime, how are you guys doing while we wait for this final beat? What's everyone up to this week or this day or this month? How is your 2025 going? To the 30 people left in the live stream, looking for Sleek 42. But yeah, I'll wait. Rob, troll face. When's the beat battle? That's a good question. Probably in March. I think I'll announce it later this month, and then if all the slots fill up, it'll probably be in March. But yeah, I think it's gonna be 32 slots open, and we'll narrow it down with the live chat voters to 16, then down to 8, then down to 4, then down to 2, then down to 1. Should be a fun time, but I would say probably around March. I just got to set it up and then announce it in the next week or two. Could be cool. Chilling, doing great. Been preparing for the Producer Grind Toronto tour. What happens with that? What are they're going to Toronto, and like, what do you do at the thing? That sounds interesting. Keep the grind up for 2025. Just progress regardless, even if it's a little. Facts. Sign me up for slot 1. I mean, when I put it out, the slots aren't going to be free because there's going to be 100 people trying to get in. It's not going to be crazy expensive, but I can't do the beat battle and give out 32 slots because it will fill up in literally 30 seconds of people sending beats and stuff. Still waiting. Sleek 42, are you in here? I'm looking for your beat. It's a chance to network and play your beats. That's cool. Have you gone to one before? That sounds interesting. Make a Travis Scott type beat. I'm not going to do that right now. It's a chance to network, play your beats. Anything I can improve on. Been 1 year since I started beat making with the West Coast beats. I really like your bass line. I really like the leads that you added. Everything is in key. I like the drum bounce. It's really, for you, it's more of a keep practicing and keep staying consistent with what you do. You know, with some people you could hear immediately like what they can improve on, but for you it's more like that was a fire beat. Just keep on practicing. Maybe try using different sounds, different tempos. You're really good with West Coast music. But yeah, for you it's really just to just keep practicing, doing what you're doing. It's fire. Make a quick beat. My ears are so shot. Why do people say don't put reverb on drums? Because it crowds them up really quickly and makes the mix sound muddy, and drums are supposed to, or at least for trap music and most types of music, drums are supposed to be, you know, like tight sounding, like hard hitting, and that's it. And when you put reverb on it, you kind of like add a big cloud of just muddiness that isn't great for a beat, I guess. Never been to one. Looking forward to meet everyone's going to be about 100 to 250 producers in one room. That's super cool. Is it in a studio or like do they have like a venue booked or something? But that sounds like a fun time. I hope you have a good time whenever it is. Dropped my first album rapping and self-producing this year. Shout out to you. That's awesome. Keep on making music. You tell some free VST best plugins. Probably FL Flex. Not Flex. Yeah, it is Flex right here. A lot of great free stock plugins that come with FL, like Flex right here. I also really like Kepler. This one's cool. Do I have any like free plugins? Because most of the ones that are free in FL are good enough, and I really like to use those. So look into Flex, look into Kepler. Citrus is pretty good too. It's pretty far for only 1 year. Only like half a year in, but it gives me inspiration. For sure, keep going. I believe it's a venue. Could be a studio. I got to recheck. Yeah, it's going to be lit. That's fire. Have a good time. I'm not sure if this person... Who is Sleek42? I'll give you 3 minutes. What time is it right now? All right, we're starting the clock. Stopwatch on. 3 minutes to send the beat. Otherwise, if you send it at some point, I'll hold it and it'll be the first thing that I play next week. But I have no idea where it is. They sent a line skip saying that they're about to send the beat and then disappeared. But 3 minutes on the clock. If you're in the chat, please say something. Otherwise, I'm checking my email. But everyone else who's in here, shout out to you. Ask me anything. Let's just talk. Been listening to beats all day. Wow, there's still 35 people in here. I thought everyone would have left already because I'm just speaking. But now is your chance. Quick Q&A, or let's just talk about music or whatever. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Even though I already asked that. I asked because I put reverb on my drums on my beat and I didn't see a problem. A lot of people who do put reverb on their drums also don't see a problem because they don't, I guess they don't really know what it's doing to their mix or the way that it sounds. Can I send you my beat? You could send it. I'm not going to play it because it's the very end of the stream unless you skip the line. Otherwise, I'm pretty clocked out except for this one person that I'm waiting for who disappeared. The effects I use most, I'll show you right now. I love this reverb, Valhalla Vintage Verb. My favorite reverb. I don't use any other reverb, to be honest. I love Echo Boy Jr. from Soundtoys, my favorite delay plugin. FL stock plugins, of course, would be Fruity Parametric EQ2. Fruity Chorus is actually pretty goated. I use it a lot. I'll put it on anything that I want to add a chorus sound effect to. Yo, finally sent. Okay, with 2 minutes on the clock. That's fire. Let me go grab that. Thank you. Download. Okay. Can't scan. Can I download it, please? This is a long download. Okay, finally. Let me also finish reading the chat before I play this. Rob is cooking up right now. Fire. Send it in the next stream. Send it to my phone. Okay, got you. Valhalla's a real go-to. Absolutely. What effects should I put over my guitar? Depends what kind of sound you want. If you want like an electric guitar sound, put some distortion, some reverb, some chorus, maybe some delay. If you want acoustic sound, nice EQ, add some high end to it. If you don't want reverb because you want like a more dry acoustic sound, then don't put effects on it like that. It really depends what sound you're going for. Do you know how I could market an instrumental album to gain some traction? That's interesting. I've never put out an instrumental album, so I'm not really sure. But if I were to do it, I would just tell people on YouTube and Instagram and use social media. Or, you know, events like this, not really an event, but like a live beat critique. Hop into those, send your music, and let the people in the chat know, hey guys, this is off my instrumental album. Go check it out if you want, you know, stuff like that. But yeah.
yo, sleep, we slide.
Drums hit. I wish the hat wasn't panned, like get it a little bit more centered, more to the left, because it's kind of in my right ear right now. Turn that piano up too, because the melody's kind of like how do I say it? The piano adds more like substance and more body to the melody. So turn the piano up for sure, because I can hear the low notes. I like that sweet transition sound also. And also the fact that you took a break from the drums right here and just, you know, reset the beat real quick. That was cool. A cool like reverse or like some cool stutter effect on the melody there. That's cool too. But yeah, mixing wise, I really like how the drums are hitting the 808 and the kick. They're at the levels that they need to be. I'll just turn the piano up a little bit, pan that hat a little bit more centered, and maybe at some point add another melodic element, just so it's not the same two sounds over and over. But yeah, shout out to Sleek. Thank you for sending and being the, I believe, the actual final beat of the stream. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. And thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to everyone who stuck around and talked for a second. Appreciate all of you. I'll be back next week. I mean, I'll probably be active on the channel with a new video. And then live next week, Monday and Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm about to clear the whole email list and we will reset it. I'll announce it probably Sunday, and that'll be the time to send, so you could get in the front of the list pretty quickly. And that's about it. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you next time. Peace.